Things are always changing with books. The common theme across the whole country with thrift stores is it's getting harder and harder, more and more expensive. That's why it's important to diversify as much as you can. Like keeping an eye on Facebook Marketplace, putting out wanted ads, building relationships. I have friends who build relationships with liquidation company, colleges, schools, different places like that. But there's a lot of opportunity at thrift stores, tons of opportunity. So what's your goal now? So you're working full time?
Not actually full time.
Part time?
So it's kind of part time. I can adjust. I can take as many clients as I want.
Yeah.
So this gives me a little bit more time. I'm thinking, well, instead of loading myself down with more clients, maybe I would be wiser to take that extra time in between my clients to go and get restarted.
So when you're traveling and you're going to different locations for work and whatnot, you can go, like you have the time to go into a thrift store and whatnot?
In my schedule, I have pockets that would be perfect to go to the thrift stores. And in fact, one of my clients, I was talking to the parent and she said, oh yeah, my favorite thrift store is a thrift store. And she hooked me up with two that I didn't even know were there in the area where I had been going. So I think this is a good time, but I'm curious because I really haven't been in your view of how much is books part of your business now? What are you is it getting harder? How are the fees changing? I know they changed the fees again.
Right.
But I haven't looked at all the details as to whether I have to change my model now based on that.
Yeah, so things are always changing with books. The common theme across the whole country with thrift stores is it's getting harder and harder, more and more expensive. That's why it's important to diversify as much as you can. Like keeping an eye on Facebook Marketplace, putting out wanted ads, building relationships. I have friends who build relationships with liquidation company, colleges, schools, different places like that. But there's a lot of opportunity at thrift stores, tons of opportunities, but it is getting a bit more challenging. Yeah. And especially let's be real with Facebook groups, social media, even my YouTube channel and whatnot, all it takes is one or two people in your area and it can wipe it out. But let's give a real life example. My mom, again, you know my mom, she's 64 years old. She only visits 2 thrift stores, but she goes every day and she visits them sometimes once or twice a day. She just enjoys herself. She's retired. She's doing anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 a month in sales. So she's making consistently over $1,000 profit, upwards of $2,000 of profit a month, just doing it part time. But we're blessed to have a couple really good thrift stores in our area. So, but with you traveling and stuff, it should be no excuse to be able to. Yeah,
that's what I feel. I feel like it's really an opportunity to get to places where I wouldn't normally go. Yeah. So, and as I start visiting them more, I'll figure out which ones are less picked over. Yeah. And which ones are more picked over.
But fees are getting higher. We were just talking about you. Oh yeah. Fees. How much did they go up recently?
I don't know.
10% or something, right?
I saw the notification, but I was afraid to look and see. My other question I had is about I don't have that many books still sitting, but at what point do you say, okay, let me get rid of this instead of paying just for the storage? I know there were. Yeah. I got notifications for a couple of books that they needed to burn them or something. They weren't sellable.
Oh, I get those every now and then.
That's just a warning because it's maybe the ASIN's somewhat higher ranked or it's a slow seller, so they're trying to encourage you to move it.
Too many of them selling.
Yeah.
Is it cheaper to let them burn it or do you have them send it back or something?
Well, I love how you say burn it. Throw it in the fire. Well, I think 15 cents to destroy, right? Or 30 cents?
Right. And then you got to look at how many sellers are selling.
You look book by book and see what's the best deal.
If there's too many, you might want to get rid of it.
But you want to look at a couple things. You want to look at, obviously, how many sellers there are, how much profit is available, right? That's important. If it only has a couple dollars profit, but you're moving to a long-term storage fee, which I believe is now a year, right? Once you hit a year, because there's
coming up soon.
There's a couple fees. One is the short-term storage fee, which is every month they hit you, and then once you hit, it used to be 6 months, but now I think it's a year.
Yeah, I don't have too many, but I think I have a couple. I think I should get rid of these. I don't think I should see.
Yeah, there's a way that you can look in your inventory on Amazon to see how long it's been sitting. So it'll give you a number. It's been in inventory for, is it per day or per month? Did they
I think it's per month.
You know what I
I'm not
found?
sure.
I'm really good with usually with technology and apps. I find that the marketplace really not that easy to navigate as far as trying to get the report that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Trying to get the information that I want. I have to keep looking through multiple reports to get the right thing.
It takes a while.
Yeah,
It takes a while.
They could have made it, I think, a little bit more.
But that's what YouTube's good for, though. Like, you type in, how do I find a
Yes.
certain report?
Yeah, I need to do that more.
But it's possible, though, like to still make good money selling books. But again, diversification. So we talked about garage sales. We talked about Facebook Marketplace.
I would really like to figure out how to
library sales.
And yes, how to get in touch with some of those liquidation companies and see what I could do. I did, before I decided to put it aside, I did actually make a list. So I'm going to start going and seeing what the deal is. You know?
Think outside the box, because everybody and their mom,
I know.
hi mom, is going to thrift stores right now. Right? Everybody's going to thrift stores, and thrift stores have caught on to that. So they're just jacking all the prices up. They're getting psycho. They're crazy.
Yeah. The Goodwill by me, the ones that are in my area haven't really changed much. Still like $1 or $2.
And that's good.
And I have a Restore near me also, like a Restore, which is the Habitat for Humanity, and they have a big book section. There's only $1.
Really?
Yes.
I thought they just.
One people don't know.
Yeah, because I thought at Restore they just had like building supplies and stuff,
the
right?
one by me has books now. I guess when they clean out houses or whatever, people donate all their furniture. They donate the books. Huge, and I've got some very good books and textbooks there.
Wow.
So I'm hoping that not too many people catch on to that one, but
Yeah.
other Restores in other states, check for books.
But you have a big advantage working a job that allows you to travel.
Yeah.
Because you can find like interesting opportunities and unique honey holes, and sometimes
Well,
you'll
I'm
just,
hoping.
and a lot of times too, it's like you have to come at the right time. Like at your places, like
Right.
there's certain days, we won't say it right now, but like there's certain days if you go into Savers, you're wasting your time because they're not stocking.
Right.
It's all old.
You get to know as you go there regularly,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah. Now,
know
are
how
you
the people
using
work.
the Scout IQ, the downloaded version, the more expensive one, or just the daily scan, the Wi-Fi?
Which one do I have?
Well, one is $50 and one is $40.
Well, luckily we're friends with the.
Oh, I see.
So
Of
we
course
got
you
the
are. Yes, yeah, okay.
we got the hookup. So I think we got the full kit and caboodle, whatever.
For the lower price, or nothing. All right, listen, you worked for that. I'm not going to hate on that. But I have to decide whether I'm going to go back to the one I have, which is a little slower. And also, for all these library sales, when they're in the basement, you can't use it.
Yeah. So what you're asking for is the database. The database is when you download it and you're not relying on the internet. Right now, if you're new, if you're not making a lot of profit, I would stick to
stick
the
with the
cheaper one. But once you start to justify it and you make some more money,
Yeah.
and
I
then
know they have something new too, because I got some stuff before the
Yeah.
holidays. They're like, oh, get buy their package, but I was not in a position
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
But so we'll see. But
do you
I
use
don't know.
Accelerlist at all?
No, and you had mentioned that.
That's
even back
really
in the
good.
Day, like to
Yeah.
kind of buy and sell and.
Well, that's like the listing platform. That's the list. So like my mom, she uses the Amazon Seller Central to list, and it's really slow. It's inefficient. Like every time you go to list a book, they want you to check off like 10 options. I don't even know because I haven't listed in so
it
long.
can be
Changing
be cumbersome to do that by hand.
So
yeah.
Accelerlist, like I could list probably like 5 times faster than my mom. Like for her to get out one box, maybe not 5 times, but I could probably get out 3 boxes at the pace.
I think that would be worth it if I'm doing a bigger volume and I'm doing like
Down the road.
A lot
Yeah,
of
because I've
volume.
heard a lot about Accelerlist, and I think it's
Yeah.
a good idea. Right now, until I get to that point, I would love to be doing 100 books a week or something.
Yeah. At this point, it's like you got Scout IQ, you're good.
Yeah.
You want to get a like an app, a scanning
which I
device.
have, yeah.
The Natamu is really good. It's like $60. Then
Yeah,
you want to
I
look.
found a really cheap one. And remember, I showed you that it's still working fine.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And I think I paid less than $30 for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, when is this thing gonna break? But it hasn't. So.
Yeah, and then you want to look into like Accelerlist or some type of scanning listing software, and then you want to look into like a better printer. So, like with Accelerlist, you're gonna have to get like a Dymo printer, or
Oh yeah.
because with the Dymos, so right now you're probably printing on like a 30 up.
Yes.
So you have to match up the books and everything.
Yes,
so with the
yes.
Dymo, every time I list a book, it instantly pops out, bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, I used to have
and
that
it's
at my
done.
job.
It's
I
quick.
love it. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I will get one of those.
But I think it's good when you're listing a lot of books a week. That'll be
Yeah.
faster than
Yes, for
Amazon
sure.
Central. Me, I'm just retired, so I can take my time. I don't have to pay mortgages and all
That's
that.
awesome. I'm
So,
sorry, mortgage.
you know,
Yeah, I need to make some money.
Yeah.
If I was
And I
doing
think this
100
is-
books or more
yeah.
a week, I would do it instead.
You know, and also what I was noticing of some of the people that I used to follow on YouTube that had like people selling for them, that most of them are not doing that anymore. Like a lot of them, I'm not hearing that they're. Is
What
that
was
still
that
a thing?
again?
Well, some people are like paying people per book to go out and do the sourcing for them. Some of the bigger guys who
Few.
can afford to make a smaller
Yeah.
profit on the book maybe can still do it. But I don't know if that's feasible now with the lower.
It just depends. It depends on where you live, if you have good opportunities and whatnot.
Yeah.
I had somebody who was doing it for me, and it just wasn't worth his time because he couldn't find enough books.
Right.
It would have been better if there was a lot of library sales that I had him going to, but at the thrift stores, they're so hit or miss.
Right.
They're so hit or miss, and there's only so much you can pay someone to source a book for you,
That's
$1,
right.
sometimes $2.
Right. In order to make any kind of profit.
Yeah, a better way would probably be like paying like a percentage of the book, because just $1 or $2, it just depends where you live.
Right.
If you have a lot of library sales, or like if you have, my buddy has a McKay's. It's a huge bookstore, thousands of books. It's like the Walmart of books, and he has people that go in and scan for him and stuff, and you can pull 50, 100 books out of there. But over here, you know, you go to Goodwill or Savers, you ain't pulling. Remember back in like 2014, we'd pull 30, 40 books. Not anymore. The game has changed completely.
Oh yeah.
But there's
Lucky
still
if it's 2,
there's
4
still
books
good
a day.
there's still good opportunities, but like I wouldn't have all your eggs in one basket.
No. I'm just hoping to use it as to save money to invest in other kinds of other kinds of things. To use it as a base to build some capital.
There's all types of stuff here. Get good at a lot of different things, you know. Electronics for Amazon FBA, there's electronics, puzzles, board games.
Electronics, definitely.
Yeah.
When I go to the place, I just take a peek and see what's there. And
Yeah.
every now and then, you will find that calculator for $50. You will find those things. I was nervous the first time I sent a calculator to Amazon, but it sold like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're
paid
quick.
$3 for it, and it was $50 that I sold it for.
You just got to make sure you're ungated now, because that's a big thing now. You sell on Amazon. A lot of new people come on Amazon and everything's restricted.
I know.
You
Let
know?
me sell that one, so I don't know if I'm ungated for anything else, but I guess you'll find out once you try it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, hey, good luck.
Yes, this is so
Good to
much
see you
fun.
here.
I'm so thrilled to be